Hey, what is going on, guys? And welcome to my most favorite episode ever, and that is me being able to showcase Grand Admiral Thrawn for the very first time. I'm at EA Play right now in Hollywood, California with my fellow YouTubers such as Warrior, Mobile Gamer, Miss, Rahman, and many others. And today, I'm going to be one of the few to show you Grand Admiral Thrawn in all of his glory for the very first time. I want to show you the unlocking animation first because they made a custom sound just for him, and I got shivers down my spine. So go ahead and listen to this and tell me what you think. I know, it sent shivers down my spine, and it was a really awesome sound, really awesome feeling to see Grand Admiral Thrawn come to the game and be unlocked for the first time. Right now, we're using an account that I was able to import my own account in, and we're going to use my own Empire characters that I have been farming and gearing up for such a long time, and we're going to be using it with the Grand Admiral Thrawn. I want to show you guys a few things before we start testing him out. First of all, let's take a look at his stats. This is maxed out 7-star Gear 11, no mods right now, and as we take a look, he's got a decent amount of health and protection for a support character. Almost 26,000 health right there, 26,000 protection. And as we see later, we can further amplify this with his kit. So right now, he's looking very solid defensively. When we look at speed, he's 150. That is not bad at all. That is way above that average of 127 right now. And by the way, this is not an in-depth review. That in-depth review will be coming out this weekend. This is just an initial impressions video. And when we keep going on here, 25% potency, slightly below that average, but we haven't looked at the kit yet, so it might not mean too much. We got a little bit of health steal, 5% health steal, so that's always good to have. So this first ability we have here, it's called Manipulate. A lot of stuff going on here, probably one of the more intricate basic abilities we have in this game, and it does two things. It does something against characters and something against raid bosses. So let's check this out. So Manipulate, it deals special damage to the target enemy, grants them speed up for 1 turn, or if the enemy already had ability block, you inflict stun for 1 turn instead. And when this speed up expires, it inflicts ability block for 1 turn, and these effects cannot be resisted. So speed up to ability block to stun. So he's doing quite a lot of things, controlling his enemies, and this is what we've been asking for. We have all these buff characters. We have Chiru, Rex, all these guys, they have buffs. You can't put debuffs on them. Grand Admiral Thrawn, the way he goes about battle, he learns the philosophies of his enemies, and he's using those buffs that they have against them. He'll give them that speed up. They're going to quickly get to their turn. It's going to expire, and they're going to get ability block and stun. So this guy is finally learning how the enemy works, and we're going to take them out swiftly and painfully. But against raid bosses, it deals special damage to the target enemy, and you inflict defense down for 2 turns, and this cannot be resisted as well. Next up here, we have Fracture, and it looks like this guy is going to seriously kick some butt. Even with just the thumbnail, we see him blowing some major kicks. It deals special damage to the target enemy 4 times, dispels all buffs on them, removes 50% turn meter, and inflicts Fracture until the start of Thrawn's next turn, or until Thrawn is defeated. And this Fracture can't be copied or dispelled, so it's something you cannot get away, and this attack can't be evaded or resisted. And what Fracture does on characters, it sets their speed to 0, and they can't gain buffs, bonus attacks, or bonus turn meter. Holy cow, guys, that is a ton of stuff. That's like Shock 2.0 right here. That is a lot of stuff. It's countering fast characters, characters that rely on buffs, and characters that rely on bonus turn meters. So that's like Darth Maul and the Sith, Rex, Chirrut, all that stuff, guys. And he dispels whatever they have, so he gets rid of it, and they can't get anything. This is absolutely insane. They can't get rid of it until, as we see, until Thrawn is defeated or until Thrawn's next turn. So it's going to be sticking around for quite a long time. Grand Admiral's command is a bit more simple, I guess, than the other abilities. It's still very insane. He can swap turn meter. He's able to manipulate the battlefield to his choosing, and he can swap it with a target ally of your choice, dispels all the debuffs on himself and that ally, and they recover 40% protection. So a lot of Empire characters, they're very heavy on protection. So imagine all the protection bonuses that we're able to grant to them. So that's just one ability where he can cleanse, but we also see he can cleanse in another ability, and that is Legendary Strategist. Empire allies have plus 15% maximum protection, plus 25% offense, and gain 20% turn meter whenever they resist a detrimental effect or suffer a debuff. And then whenever an Empire ally gains or loses a status effect, they recover 2% protection. This is combining so many elements, guys. This is absolutely insane. And then Empire allies gain a new special ability known as Maneuver, and this also dispels all debuffs. It dispels all debuffs on a character, and they gain 50% turn meter. So you're not just sacrificing an attack just to cleanse yourself. You're sacrificing an attack, cleansing yourself, but you're gaining that turn meter to get back into battle a lot faster. monster. And lastly, we have Ebb and Flow. This is also a unique ability, and Thrawn has a 100% counter chance, plus 100% tenacity and minus 50% speed while any enemies are fractured. Whenever another Empire ally uses a special ability while Thrawn is active, that ally gains 15% turn meter. And if any enemies are fractured, Thrawn and fractured enemies lose 15% turn meter. It's a lot to chew right now. We're doing initial impressions. I would go more in depth, but we're saving that for this week. It's a lot of stuff. We just need to see it in action, guys. It's absolutely insane. It's just mind-blowing right now. I'm kind of like shaking, man. This is exciting. I'm excited to see Thrawn for the very first time in action. So what we're going to do, put some mods in him, toss him in with some of my Empire characters that I've been using for a long time, and we're going to see what this bad boy can do. And just real quick, in case you're interested, I just tossed on some random mods on Grand Admiral Thrawn. We got his speed up to 231, 35,000 protection. He's going to be gaining a lot of protection too, and almost 30,000 health. We have a lot of stuff going on here. So let's get into battle and see what this guy can do. All right, so first off, we're going to test this out against a Sith team because they gain a lot of bonus turn meter, and Grand Admiral Thrawn controls them quite a lot. So let's see here. So we're probably going to start off with Manipulate. Let's go ahead and give them speed up so we can see what that ability block looks like. I'm going to give it to Darth Nihilus. All right, so we gave him speed up. Now let's get my AoE from General Veers. Let's see if we can do a nice big attack. All right, so you got a nice little attack right there. And so far, man, this is going extremely well. Let's now increase all their buffs. Oh, man, okay. So much stuff going on. Get a nice AoE up in here. Awesome. All right, so now we're getting a lot of damage out of here. So now we're back to using our basic. We got ability blocks. That's okay. Got deflected. They gain bonus turn meter. That's all right. We don't need the cleanse. Okay. Now let's get a taunt back in here because we need a taunt really bad. All right, so we're going to get stunned quite a lot. Okay, so now what I want to do, let's see. We have no buffs. I want to use this when there's a lot of buffs on the enemy. Let's not use that. Do I want to swap turn meter? Who do I want to swap turn meter with? You know what? I think we're okay for right now. I want to keep let's keep applying Fracture. I don't want a Darth Nihilus to attack. Oh, they evaded it. Ah, that's very unfortunate. All right, so I'm going to do a cleanse on General Veers. Let's try this out. Awesome. Now let's do a cleanse on, let's do a cleanse on Death Trooper. And now, you know what? I want to try out this Fracture because they don't really gain too many buffs. Oh, okay, we got a couple whips. And as you see, now we got that Fracture debuff. Let me see if I can pull it up here. It looks like I can't pull the debuff, so that's okay. All right, get a nice attack. And we're going to finish off Darth Nihilus. He is out of the picture. All right, so far, so good. I got to tell you right now, I'm feeling the immediate improvement right now. Before, you could never, ever get this far against a Sith team with this type of lineup. And holy cow, we are flying through. Let's do it. Let's get a cleanse. AoE. Oh man, we're just destroying these guys right now. I'm gonna try this. Let's swap turn meter with Snow Trooper. All right, beautiful, awesome, and awesome. Here we go. Let's do a taunt. This is pretty much game, set, and match right over here. And we just gotta get out Kylo Ren. Let's speed it up and come on, baby, come on, and he's done. Battle number 1 has been victorious. That was such a splendid victory. That felt really good to just take that battle home. So far, I'm seeing a great impression on Grand Admiral Thrawn, but we have to do a couple more battles. Let's go and check it out. So I'm kind of running out of time here, and all the arena battles left are a bunch of fake accounts that only have like level 1 characters, so I couldn't get any more testing out of here. So what we're gonna do is just take this out into the dark side hard battles and see how this works in action when you go up against more PvE type of stuff. So let's put that speed up on here. See, I think we're gonna fly through this. I mean, Empire characters before even Tarkin, they were pretty sophisticated and pretty amazing to complete PvE type events. They were very strong, very powerful. It was arena that they were mainly lacking in. And with all this turn meter control, you can have someone of your choice go early. I've noticed the AI, for example, of General Veers, it seems to know to give it to General Veers first, so he can call in all of his Imperial troopers to assist really early with Ruthless Assault. There's just a lot of opportunities and a lot of ways to make Grand Admiral Thrawn work. I'm seeing a lot of raid potential. All the turn meter removal, all of the other buffs that you're granting and debuffs that you're. This is a very sophisticated character, and I'm just happy it happens to be my favorite character ever for Star Wars, and I'm hoping. I'm not sure how this event works, the Phoenix event to unlock Grand Admiral Thrawn. I know I should be able to unlock him on day 1 to 5 stars. I don't think I'll get him anywhere beyond that, and I don't know when the event reoccurs. But from what it seems like, it seems like that we should be able to complete the Phoenix event tier to unlock with the 5th tier. It looks like we don't need to have them geared up, all these characters geared up too much. So if you're worried about getting your Phoenix characters up to like gear level like 11 or 10 or whatever, it seems like for the tier 5 version, doing it at tier 7 for all the gear levels for the Phoenix, that should be more than sufficient to get that event completed. But man, I am just absolutely stoked about this character. It's really insane, and they really kind of took his mentality of learning the battlefield and using the battlefield to his advantage to conquer his enemies. There's just a lot of ways to work. Do you use his basic first? Do you swap turn meter of someone like General Veers so you can get that big damage dealing attack? When do you use the cleanse? If you use the cleanse, you have to make sure it's the right times. There are just a lot of ways to go about it. Let's do one more PvE battle before we take off here, because that was kind of an easy walkthrough. All right, so now we're doing a Cantina battle here, and I want to talk about some other stuff I learned about. I did learn that he's going to be a very tough character to gear. Mick Mole 2, he looked at the gear, and it looks like we will need 11 Carbantes. That is a lot. 4 stun cuffs. This guy is going to be insane for purple gear. And I don't know if I'll be able to gear him up fast enough on my own account. I'm not sure what levels he needs all that stuff on, but having all that gear, need 11 Carbantes, 4 stun cuffs, that is a lot of stuff that is needed here. Man, I'm not looking forward to that, that's for sure. And look at that, we stunned the character. I don't think we got to see that in Arena because we were running around circles against these characters. But as we see, once they have the speed up or ability block, when they have the ability block, you use the basic and it turns it into stun right away. So it's got so many layers. Speed up, ability block, we also have the stun, and it's so hard to encapsulate in an initial reactions video, which is why this weekend or sometime later this week, I'll get you an in-depth review on Grand Admiral Thrawn, but most likely after the event, once we start having him, maybe before. It depends what the schedule's like and how much footage I get here today. But all in all, guys, man, this is by far one of the best Empire, the best Empire character. What do I say, one of the best? This is the best one, and for all those guys like me who have been sitting on all these Empire characters geared up for such a long time, just know that it was not in vain, and it should pay off. It looks like it's finally going to pay off. Look, we removed the buff from Grand Admiral Thrawn's fracture ability. We got rid of speed up, and it immediately brought the speed down. So you don't have to wait until the character's turn is over for speed up to expire. You can manually make it disappear. So there's just so many ways to use him. So he's if you're stuck in an odd situation in battle, just like if you read the book or if you watch the TV series, he finds a way to overcome that challenge and turn it into a victory. He's going to be insane. Insane for Arena. A lot of ways to use him. I'm only using a couple Empire characters. I have limited time here to record footage, so I want to try to use my favorite characters, and that's all these guys right here. So let's actually take a look at the AI. I'm going to auto this, and let's see how the AI works. I know it's PvE. We don't get too much out of it, but let's auto it. Let's try this out real quick. So I'm mostly interested in how Grand Admiral Thrawn's going to perform, because he's got a complex kit. I don't know if he knows how to quite use it. So let's see. He's going to take a turn here. So he just looked like he just cleansed himself. He either cleansed himself or swapped turn meter. Yeah, for sure, Snowtrooper just cleansed himself. So the one problem I'm seeing here, just kind of watching this, if someone just has a simple debuff like 1 damage over time, they might just waste their turn cleansing it, where they could be saving that ability for another time. So I don't know. It's going to be a very tough opportunity cost to consider here. Look, we got rid of all that. Awesome. We're increasing cooldowns. We're getting a taunt, so we're gonna. Yeah, so it's hard to say how the AI is going to take this. I mean, yeah, because look, he used Ruthless, General Veers used Ruthless Assault on almost defeated Savage, so the AI doesn't make the smartest decisions. That's the one problem we have with Ahsoka Tano full conversion, is that she doesn't know how to use Whirlwind correctly, so that's one of the big problems we have. So there we go. That's how it works on auto. We're going to get more footage of this, hopefully make an in-depth review later on this week. Dude, guys, this is just an amazing character. I can't express how excited I am about this. Like, man, I've been waiting for this day, my favorite character, and it's finally here in action. If you want to see some more gameplay, my buddies over here did a live stream, so feel free to check out their live stream. They did the whole thing. They show you everything. They talked a lot. This is more of a cut-down, edited version. But let me know down below what you think about this character. Is he insane? Is he bananas? Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And we will talk again soon. Peace out.